The grass is always greener on the other side. Now, this is a term that we've all heard of. But what if I told you that grasses and grasslands all over the world will be terrified with the word green? How can this be? Hi, I'm Vasanth Bosco and I'm a restoration ecologist. I set up one of the first grassland nurseries in southern India, and I work with restoring ecological habitats in the Nilgiris Biosphere Reserve. And I'm here to tell you a shocking reality from the other side about grasses and grasslands. So come, suit up. So first and foremost, let me ask you something. What comes to your mind when I say green? Trees, right? But what if I told you that just planting trees is more of a problem than a solution? Planting trees is great, but not on top of something that's already a special habitat and protecting us in many ways. So unlike trees, grasses and grasslands store the carbon under the ground. And this is very important when it comes to doing something about climate change. And grasslands harbor a huge amount of biodiversity. They are a lifeline for indigenous people, local farming communities, and even people in the cities because they provide huge amounts of water and services like flood protection. As we speak, old growth forests in Lakshadweep and in Andamans and other parts of India are being destroyed in the name of large-scale infrastructure projects. And in order to compensate them, the government is planning afforestry. And this invariably happens on important grassland habitats. So once grasslands are replaced with trees, everything is lost. It's almost like the superpower that grasslands have is completely lost. Wait, this is only the trailer. The worst is yet to come. So by default, it has been stitched in our minds that the best solution for the crisis we see around is green technology, like solar farms and windmills. And India, which is the third biggest emitter of greenhouse gases, plans to increase the amount of renewable energy infrastructure by 5-folds by the end of this decade. But as quoted in one of my articles, green technology is as dangerous as it can get. So how? Because the construction of such large-scale tech requires huge amounts of natural resources which will end up stripping the land of its ecological cover. With large-scale green tech, this is going to be multiplied by several folds. And now getting to the final round of the battle. So recently, there's been a major push to convert our grasslands in central India into large-scale solar parks in order to meet our sustainable developmental goals.
Wasteland? Too much! Very much!
Yes, seriously, they're calling them wastelands. How can this be? This is just really crazy. So in order to tackle this, we created a set of infographics. For instance, grasses and grasslands reflect radiation back out of the atmosphere. And this is called the albedo effect, which results in global cooling. Whereas solar panels, they convert only 20% of the incident energy into electricity, and the rest of the 80% is converted into heat and dissipated, causing a local warming of that area. These show how the grasslands are super highly sophisticated, and sometimes even more than what the human intelligence can comprehend. They basically are the coolest thing ever. So how do we win this battle? And what can we do about it? The main understanding that needs to be etched in our minds is that nature is the best solution. It's by far the safest and it's the most sophisticated solution that's going to save us from this planetary crisis. Also need to stop promoting large-scale green tech as the solution, especially without understanding all its implications. We can consider small-scale tech solutions such as rooftop solar panel installations. And the other thing is we have to empower indigenous local communities to come up with their solutions to manage their lands and forests. And the other is an urgent understanding of the grasslands and their importance and their speciality, which will help us in protecting this important biodiverse rich biome. Because real progress comes from protecting what we have, or else. Thanks everyone for watching, and you can follow us on Instagram at upstream_ecology for our updates on our work, and you can follow me at Vasanth_Bosco. And please don't forget, let's all be careful.